Before drawing the base of the chair, I want to make sure that my drawings won't be overlapping. So what I'm going to do is draw a guide, a line from somewhere here, and move your line to this point. Click. I'm going to start my base from this end point, and I created layers. So if I click layer properties, I have different layers here. So what I'm going to do is turn off this layer, this one, which is the backrest. So click this drop down arrow and turn off this bulb to turn off the layer. There you go. And I'm going to start working from top view, which is this one. So I'm going to bring my drawing to top view and start drawing circles. So C for circle, click that in point and type in 2.5 for radius. Now I could erase this now. And C for circle, snap the center and type in 1.5 for radius. Right click to repeat circle, snap the center and type in 1. Repeat circle, snap the center and enter 0.5. Now bring your drawing to southwest isometric and looking from side view, I'm going to extrude this biggest circle into a cylinder with a height of 2.5. So snap that, select that circle, and inside the modeling panel, select extrude command and move it downward for 2.5. I'm just going to change this one to X-ray so it's easier to visualize. And for the second one, this circle here, make sure that your selection cycling is on. So it's easier to see the selection here. Sometimes we snap the whole thing, but if you click circle, then it's selected, particularly selected. So extrude and extrude this for 2.1. And for the next one, maybe it's easier to do wireframe, easier to snap. All right, this one here, I'm gonna move from center to the center of this face. See that one? So, and extrude this one for 5.5. And for the, okay, again, wireframe. And this one, for the last circle, which is this one here. And as you can see here, there's a gap between this point to this point. So what I'm going to do is move this one first. Move from center to this face here. And move it upward. Move. You can click anywhere and move it upward for 0.5. Now, if I bring this to front view, you can see this circle here and the gap between this face and this circle, which is 0.5. Now, extrude this one for 13.3. Now, I'm going to change this to conceptual, and I'm going to check the height if it's correct, because I want my dimensions to be exact. And from this end point here to the very tip is 18.40. So use DI for distance and snap that center to the center here. And you can tell it's correct. 18.3. See the distance here? 18, not 18.3, 18.4. To create the leg of this base, I'm going to use loft command. But first, I have to create this arc, this one here. And the distance from the center of this circle, whose quadrant is attached to the center of this cylinder, downward is from there to this center of this circle here is 3.9. So what I'm going to do is change this to X-ray and draw a line from Shift right click from the center of that face. You can tell it's center because of that circle icon. Move downward for 1 unit. See that line there? Bring this back to front view and create a circle and use that in point as the center and enter D for diameter option and enter 2. Now I'm gonna create another circle down here because the arc goes from the center of this circle to the center of this circle here. So I'm gonna draw a guide from the center of that circle downward for 3.9 and go sideways for 13.5. So our arc starts from this endpoint going that way, and the radius is 24.13. So create an arc. So click this drop down arrow and select start and radius option. Click this endpoint and the endpoint of that line, and enter for radius, enter 24.13. Now I'm just gonna hide these objects here or isolate this one. So select the object, right click anywhere on the screen, hover over isolate and select isolate objects. So this is where I'm gonna draw the circle. So front view, circle, click that endpoint, enter D for diameter option and enter 2. Another circle, click this endpoint and enter 0.5 for radius. Now I'm gonna loft this circle and I'm gonna use this one as path, so I don't need these guides. But as you can see, these circles has to be perpendicular to the guide. So what I'm gonna do is, so if I bring this to top view, you can see it's just all straight line, and these two are the circles. So what I'm gonna do is rotate the circles. So inside the modify panel, use 3D rotate over here. Select the circle you want to rotate and just hover over that blue. There are 3 circles here. Hover over that blue color and make sure your ortho mode is on. Just hover over and turn this towards the direction, which is 90 degrees, and click. And for this one, 3D rotate and just hover over that blue color. Once it turns gold, just move it towards the direction, which is 90 degrees. And if I bring this one to top view, you can see that these two are perpendicular to this curve or arc. Now I'm gonna apply loft command inside the modeling panel. Select loft, select these 2 circles, right click, enter, and select the path, which is the arc. So the path is this one here. Now I'm gonna bring back my hidden objects. So right click anywhere on the screen, hover over isolate and select an object isolation. Now I'm gonna bring this one to top view and apply array polar. So type in array polar, select the object you want to array, right click and specify center point of array, snap that center, right click and select items and enter 5. I'll enter again. Now I'm gonna create a cylinder. Now if you look at the model here, so this is the one I'm gonna create. And the height for this one is 1 and the diameter is also 1. So inside the modeling panel, Select cylinder. Type D for diameter option. Enter 1. And move your cursor upward or downward for 1 unit. And attach this one. Move. Snap the center. And attach it to the quadrant here. And apply fillet. So go to solid, select fillet edge. You can right click to select radius, or you can go down to the command window. I'm just gonna right click radius and enter 0.5 and click this edge. Enter and enter again. All right, now I'm gonna bring this to top view and type in array polar. Select that cylinder, specify center point of array, snap the center of this object, right click, select items, enter 5, enter and enter again. And I'm gonna change this now to realistic. And what I'm gonna do is union the object. So I'm just gonna union this one and this one. Now this is one object, and I think this part is done. The next part I'm gonna create is the caster, which is the wheel that I'm gonna attach to this endpoint. Thanks for watching.